My confounding cat is criminally cute. I keep saying my criminally confounding cat. My criminally cute confounding cat. I'll press start instead of continue.
6'7" cat.
I wasn't drilling in my sleep, was I? I don't think that's a vice of mine, though tossing and turning in my sleep certainly is. But it's hard to know what we get up to exactly when we're fast asleep. I turn my head, feeling unusually self-conscious and... oh. I blink the white spots away from my eyes and come face to face with a familiar sight. A fuzzy black blur is sitting beside me on my mattress. A black blur with two pointed ears and a pair of mismatched eyes. It is, of course, Blaze. I remember Blaze's name was little in the way of feeling beyond being fed up, and Blaze in response meows. Yes, very informative. Now, can you kindly cease licking me? You should already be able to see that I am wide awake. There's no need to nag, you are my mother. Press one hand against Blaze's cheeks, which is a lot softer in his cat form than it was while he was human, and push him away, albeit gently. Meow. Blaze sits back on the mattress, but he doesn't topple into the floor. As much as he annoys me, I don't want to hurt him. Jeez. I step into bed, then wipe my cheek with the back of my right hand. It's damp, thanks to a not entirely insignificant amount of Blaze's saliva. How long was he licking me? I'm not a boiled sweet, you know. Not that you'd be able to eat that, I guess, while you're still a cat. No. I guess that translates into, I don't know what I can eat. I've not been a cat for very long. Which, if that does mean what I think it means, is a fair response. Blaze is still trying to figure all of this out, as am I. Well, at least we know one thing for certain. Kissing isn't enough to break the curse. Well, now that we know what not to do, we can try to make some proper progress. I'm not sure where to go from here, but we can put a hold on any touchy-feely nonsense. I have no interest whatsoever in that sort of thing. Yeah, I know, I'm heartless. Just count yourself lucky. I'll let you kiss me once. There's not gonna be a second time. Not if this hypothetical second time were to make my heart flutter as much as the first did. It's been hours since Blaze pressed his lips against mine, but I still feel flushed thinking about it. I think I might have been dreaming about it, actually. That would explain why I feel so disoriented this morning. Well, that and being woken up by an impromptu tongue bath. It's a bit weird, come to think of it, that Blaze has fewer compunctions sharing his saliva with me as a cat than he does as a human. But I guess the implications behind it are a little different. I'm busy pondering the nuances between being kissed and being licked when Blaze rubs his head against my ankle. I think he knows what I think I know what he wants. He's being very subtle about it. Sure thing, I'll get to it. I'll start preparing your breakfast momentarily, Your Majesty. I drop Blaze a truncated bow. Truciated bow, rolling my eyes as I do. So give me a bit of time to gather my bearings first. Actually, would you mind scarpering? I need to get dressed. His tail twitches and he turns. Nimbly, he hops off the side of my bed, and talentlessly, he lands on the spare mattress I prepared for him the night prior. Kenley, are you viewing the use of commas here?
I was on the spectator right now. I'm a spectator.
Yeah, so you're spectating the use of commas. See, it says nimbly, comma, and then we have a clause here, and talentlessly, comma.
I ain't speaking today.
You're speaking right now.
He sounds so like...
This is helpful for AP Lang.
Bro, my fucking throat hurts.
Yeah, Kelly sounds so awake and aware right now.
So just view the commas. Then he slinks off. You see another comma there? I want you to see the parts inside. Comma, holding one hand as I do. I had enough sleep last night, at least I think I did, comma, but I still feel dazed. I wonder why. I could always blame my current state on Blaze's rude awakening, comma, but I think our goodnight kiss might be an even bigger culprit. I still can't stop thinking about it. I want to put the past behind me, comma, but... period, what's the matter with me, question mark. This is really impossible, period. How is it, question mark? Are you enjoying yourself down there, question mark? Meow, comma, comma, and da-da-da. Yeah, comma, that's what I thought, period. I watched Blaze eat for a few moments, comma, and smile. He's attacking his food so aggressively, comma, it's kind of impressive. Comma, oh, wait, well, comma, at least he seems to be having fun. I've never taken care of a cat before, comma, so I wasn't sure if I'd be able to look after him properly. Blaze seems to be faring well enough, comma, however, despite my ignorance. Breakfast I made for myself looks more unappetizing than Blaze's. My breakfast is nothing special at all. I was feeling tired, comma, so I didn't make anything fancy. All I have is porridge, hyphen, and I think it's lumpy porridge at that. I haven't bothered to mix it with any preserves, comma, or any honey, comma, so I don't think it tastes as sweet as I usually like, comma, and it looks so unappetizing. It's very beige, hyphen, and it tastes beige, comma, too. It isn't inedible in any means. I'm a decent enough cook like most mages. We have to be, comma, given there's a lot of crossover between making potions and good, comma, old-fashioned cooking, comma, but I wouldn't call it satisfying. Eating is starting to feel like a bit of a chore. I guess I have so many other things on my mind, comma, such as, hey, comma, Blaze. I've been thinking about your predicament over, comma, and it might be worth heading over to Oxhill's library. It's been a while since I went there, comma, but I have a pretty robust selection of books. With some luck, comma, I might be able to find my way about your curse with some break to it, comma, too. These sort of enchantments aren't uncommon. Excuse me. What do you think? I nose blade gently with my foot. Do you want to come with me? Blaze swallows his own mouthful of food, comma, and looks up at me and purrs. Still a little hard for me to read his mouth, comma, though the twitching of his tail makes my true feelings apparent, comma, as does the way he nuzzles his cheek against my ankle. I guess I'll take that as a yes then. Yes, comma, then. I take my bowl of half-eaten porridge and set it down in the sink. Then, comma, I head over to the front door. Let's get going, comma, then. There's no time like the present. Blaze's ill-phased attempt at kissing me last night might not have worked out in his favor, comma. I'm hesitantly hopeful that his academic approach might yield a few more results. Otherwise, comma, I'm not sure what else I can do. Half an hour later.
Oh shoot. Who the?
Yeah.
I need to get the. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the commas. So.
Okay.
I apologize, sir, but pets aren't allowed in the library. They would distract the other patrons and they might damage the books. We possess a large number of rare tomes, some of which are one of a kind, and replacing them would be an impossibility.
Tome.
Tome?
That's what it says.
Oh, tomes.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you for...
Tome. Okay, continue.
Thank you for understanding.
Oh, what? You're misunderstanding this.
Huh? No. Who names their child that? The hell?
I don't know.
No Seti.
Right,
no set?
No set.
Okay.
That's funny. I've been to this library a few times in the past, and I've never once thought of asking for the librarian's name. I guess we've never really talked about it. Really talked enough for it to come up. I would never dream of bringing a pet into the library. I know that would be inappropriate. The thing is, mister, is that Blaze isn't a pet.
You say that, but he looks like a pet to me.
Tome.
Okay, bro.
I get that, yeah, but looks can be deceiving. He's not my pet.
Then he is a stray?
It's something like that, I guess. He's a bit sensitive about this, but because of the counter and Noisette takes a step back. She doesn't know what to catch, is she? And say in a low whisper, he's actually human, isn't that right, Blaze? Now, Blaze mouths in confirmation, still clutched in my arms. Noisette frowns. She does not look at all reassured. She adjusts her glasses, her gray eyes narrowing. Now why do they look so familiar? And coolly says,
"Are you quite sure about this, sir?" Sir? Okay.
I'm quite sure, yes. Blaze is human, no matter how fluffy he might look at the present. He was cursed, you see, to assume the form of a cat, but at midnight he turned back into his human form. He's not a pet, and he isn't a stray. He's more of a brook vagrant vagabond. All those nouns would be perfectly appropriate, but I don't think they do enough to endear the noisette to my armful of fluff and fur. I should try and be diplomatic. Guess, I suppose?
I guess. I see.
Noisette's frown deepens further still.
I apologize, sir, but no matter what your guess might be, once the clock strikes... Oh my god! Clock strikes 12? Midnight arrives? The fact remains that he is a cat now.
Bro, why is it not?
Cock your guns and sharpen your knife.
Hold on.
Clock strikes 12.
Get this
Midnight
man
arrives. Cock your
get this
guns
man
and
voice.
sharpen.
Alright, okay.
Animals are not permitted inside this library, regardless of what they once were in the past life, or what they might been under certain circumstances.
Right. I guess I should have known that this wouldn't work. None of my plans seem to be panning out lately. Can I not take him inside the building then?
I am afraid not. That is the policy of this library. You may enter if you wish,
Kenley.
but you will have
Kenley.
to deposit your pet.
Kenley.
Sorry,
Ken-
your guess. Oh, swear. Why do I hear like an AI voice?
I don't know. Did you know
Harry?
that Kenley is a city? That's what I just looked up.
Kenley is a city?
Yeah.
Hold up. Town
Kenley
in
is a
North
British name
Carolina?
meaning King's Meadow or Royal Meadow.
Wait, are we looking in the state of North Carolina right now?
Is it? I don't know. I just looked up Kenley. Yeah, town in North Carolina.
Kenley, are you from North Carolina? Were your parents from North Carolina?
Mr. Beast.
Alright, bro. Okay, I thought Noisette looked familiar when I first clapped eyes on her. But that speech of hers really cinches it. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere before, not all that long ago. You don't happen to have a sister, do you?
What?
Noisette blinks and then...
Oh, yes, I do. I have two sisters. Why do you ask?
I just thought you looked familiar is all. One of your sisters wouldn't happen to work for the Valor family, would she?
She would indeed. That is Nanette. She is the oldest of us siblings. My younger sister, Ninette, meanwhile, works for the Lumières. Nanette. Okay,
Noisette.
interesting name. What kind of parents?
I don't know, bro.
That would not be confusing at all.
Yep.
From a parent standpoint.
I see. For sisters, you look awfully alike.
We are identical triplets, and we have near identical. What is this? The Pokemon girls? You know the nurse from Pokemon?
Yeah. Are they all the same?
They all are the same.
Are they all related? That's what I meant.
Yeah, they're like all related, and they. Okay, bro. Okay, whatever.
Oh, I thought it was just all the same nurse, but she just moves around really fast.
We were always getting mixed up when we were younger. It was quite the headache. Oh yeah.
I can imagine. This certainly explains why Noisette's parent was throwing me. I'm not gonna remember your faces, but she looks an awful lot like Nanette and Ninnete. Strikingly similar, in fact, down to the pale skin and their gray eyes. So very alike, I might as well be dealing with Charmaine's maid again, or Angelique's. Why did your parents decide to give you such similar names, if you don't mind me asking?
Our father thought it would be cute and decided to get a cat.
Cute. Confoundingly. My confounding cat is criminally cute.
Yes, cute. I do not agree, of course. It was and always have been a huge hassle.
I can imagine. Imagining is all I can really do, however. I was fortunate enough to be one and only child, so I never had to vie for my friend's affection with any siblings. Least of all, any siblings who looked almost exactly the same as me. Sounds like Noisette must have had a quite difficult time growing up. You have my sympathies.
Thank you. Your sympathies are appreciated, though they are not enough to make me rescind my earlier remarks. Damn. Your companion still is not allowed into the library.
Can't tap you to look the other way.
If you mean to bribe me, then no, I am above such affairs.
Alright. I don't really like the thought of leaving Blaze to his own devices, but it doesn't really look like I've had very much of a choice. It's impossible to budge. Colon. So much so, comma. She might as well be made of stone. Did you see that use of punctuation there, Kenley? She's still stalwart. That's a good vocabulary word. Despite being so pale and slender, it's rather impressive. I'll be spending the next few hours in the library, Blaze. There's some books I want to take a look at, and I'd like to take some notes too. Will you be alright on your own? I'll hold you to that. If nothing else, I'm glad you sound so confident. I'll try to be finished around midday. We can meet up outside the library then. Does that sound good? Good, I'll sit you down then. Okay, like that whole last part about Nanette Ninnete and Noisette was kind of useless.
Runtime.
Yeah,
It needs a runtime.
I exit the
Use it, hit
library
that.
and sit down, Blaze down on the steps on lead to the building. It's posture to sound silently and glancing. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll see you later too. Don't get any scripts, alright? If I hear that you've been making this of yourself, I'll think twice about helping you. Blaze. Okay. I straightened up my brow furrowed and I watched Blaze pass down the steps. It doesn't look like he's worrying at least. I can't say I'm quite as carefree. But with some luck, my time spent in the library will help teach me a couple ways to lift Blaze's curse. Then I'll be rid of him for good and I won't need to worry about him anymore. We'll go our separate ways and won't be able to bother me again. So what I want, so I'm not worrying about him so much. Was that the best spectacled librarian calls out to me behind the counter, in that calm, measured voice of hers which seems oddly devoid of emotion.
Are you alright?
What? Oh. I'm fine, thank you. I can enter the library now then?
You can indeed. Enjoy your stay and do try not to make too much noise.
I just saw the picture you sent to Nate, bro. Why is Nate like looking back at Hunter like that though?
Yeah, why is he looking like that, dude? Like that?
I know he's cheating on Dexter.
Cheating on Dexter. That's Dexter's a girl, and Hunter's like the red girl in the dress, bro. That's like crazy. Cheating on Dexter.
Okay. The library's.
Who took this photo of a Hunter? That's some crazy.
I think
Was-
Jack.
Yeah, it was Jack.
Yeah.
That's
This-
crazy. When
this
Nate
was
in
on
the
Jack's
frame and
Instagram, right?
Dexter, with Nate looking back. W is the photography. Anyways, the library is supposed to be. Oh,
Oh, my
we
bad.
don't care.
Peace. Huh? I've not gotten much of that since I met Blaze. Not to be thrilled at the prospect of getting a few hours to myself, but I'm still stuck on that stupid cat. What in the world is wrong with me? I scan back and forth. I look at the library shelves. I showed Noisette my identification card, and after expecting it, she waved me through. 60 seconds, the doctor's library is much smaller than the main atrium of the building. A selection of tomes. Selections of tomes. It's much more than meager. The tomes in the restricted section, however, tend to be much more thorough than the books readily available for the general public, though not in a positive way. Some of the books in the restricted section are full of information which aren't fall into the hands of the general public. Quite a few books about dark magic, necromancy included, which is generally considered taboo. Practicing necromancy is actually an arrestable offense, one that can lead to a lifetime of imprisonment. The rules around these books used to be even stricter back when Mail was still under King Lemon's rule, but things have loosened up since Queen Asmundis took over. I have no interest in raising the dead. Well, I know it's possible. Use the magic, send it to it, blah blah blah. It's possible to imbue a corpse with life, but it's an incomplete sort of life, one which comes either with scattered members of the past or no memories whatsoever. Okay, yeah, whatever. However, I'm intrigued in a few leather bound. Another bad reference.
Yeah.
Another bad reference. Books on curses. Books which are in the restricted section less, I presume, because the contents are objectable, but because the books themselves are so old. These pages... it's old. It's really old. So intriguing, I'm starting to wonder why I don't spend more time in Axel's library than I do. Maybe I should spend more time looking through books in the restricted section. But then again, maybe not. Liz has been looking at me for the last 15 minutes, her expression unwavering. I just meet when I get outside, but she doesn't look away. She doesn't even have the decency to blush. She's busy watching me to see if I slip off. If I tear any pages in those rare old books, I have no doubt she'll have my head. It's not a cold day, but I'm starting to get the shivers. This is the real reason I rarely come to Axel's library, and why I rarely look through any of these restricted books. I consider like being sized up like I'm a convict by Nanette. I thought the old adage was innocent until proven guilty. I've not, as far as I've done anything wrong. But maybe to an over-year librarian, flipping through any book that's to be such years old is a crime in of itself. I'm being as careful as I can. I resume my studies. Okay, that section was actually just useless. This guy took a whole paragraph to say she's looking at me.
Yes.
Flipping through the pages. I'm worried about Blaze. Blaze is probably doing some junk. This is Yaoi, so I like Blaze. Okay. Alright, let's sort all this out first. I returned the rare books I was perusing to their spots on the shelves, levitating them with magic to avoid damaging the spines with my hands. Some of these books are priceless. I'm not even sure if Angelique and her family could afford them. The more delicate books return to their rightful place on the shelves. I then check out a few books still remaining, which are common enough that regular library goers can take them back home without too much fuss. All these books are precious. Destroying books is much, much worse. What? This is a pet peeve of mine, alongside people who misuse the word literally, comma, people who incorrectly use apostrophes when trying to signify the plural form of words, and people who say I could care less when actually they mean they could not care less. 26 year, okay. So much bigger. I finished checking out the 3 tombs. I'd like to take a bit more time to peruse at the counter, aided by an impressively efficient Noisette. She stamps the inside of her 3 books with a deft, almost automatic precision, and slides them back over to the counter to me.
Here you are. You have 2 weeks to peruse through these books. Once these 2 weeks are up, you must return the books to the library. You can renew them again if you so desire. Granted, nobody else wishes to check them out.
Yeah, I've never been to the library before, so thanks for explaining this.
Yeah. Definitely. He never been to the library. You should not keep these books to yourself, however. If these books are overdue, you would incur.
I don't
Blah
care
blah
how
blah
library
blah
works.
blah. Yap.
No, that
6,
wouldn't be the
7.
first.
Clock strikes 12.
Thank you for the warning. It is appreciated but unnecessary. I was planning to return the books. Yep, this is how the library works. Oh. Okay.
Yes, I shall see you. And if you should happen to see either of my sisters in the interim, could you remind them that we are supposed to be visiting our parents next month? Nanette always seems to forget.
Forget. It's bars. I'll try, provided of course that I remember. And whether Nanette actually listen to me, which seems unlikely. But apart from the library, I have to exchange a few parting words with Noisette, leaving the high ceiling building behind me. Head out to the plaza, pausing by the large ornate fountain. It's pleasant enough to see the sky. The books are a heavy burden indeed, but more than that, I'm wondering where Blaze is. Didn't I tell him to meet me out here at midday? Well, it's a couple of minutes to midday right now. The clock faced much of the nearby tower. Looming over the Oxhill's horizon informs me much. but Blaze is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps he got delayed. What could be? He could have been delayed doing, however, I have no idea. What do cats do for fun? I suppose he could be haranguing the fishermen at the market or tricking kindly a woman into feeding him scraps of food. Both sound like something Blaze would do, given his checkered past. Let's wait for a while, taking a seat on the stone wall which runs the fountain. The minutes continue to trickle by, minutes surrounded by shifting colossal hands on the clock face, but Blaze still doesn't show up. 12 o'clock becomes 5 minutes past, which becomes 10, which becomes 20. But still, Blaze isn't here. What in the world's happened to him? I assume he might be a little late. I doubt he's any good at timekeeping. Skill. Clock strikes 12. Where are you, Blaze? Where could you be? I remember this to myself as I scour Oxhill Street. My head snaps this way and that, my eyes narrowed as I think the numerous buildings which, well, I would say that flashed by me, but I'm not going very quickly. Would have been a voracious reader back at Orlando Academy, but I've never paid too much attention to the physical side of my education. I've not been jogging for much more than a minute. Therefore, when a sharp pain begins to flare up in my right side, I breathe heavily, beads of perspiration beginning to form on my forehead. It's a warm day, and my mantle isn't helping matters. The soles of my hardy dragon hide boots pound against the cobbles beneath me in a dull of serious thuds. So he can't run. I've been to Oxhill several times, but only collect ingredients for my potions to make the occasional visits to his library. I tend to not venture these alleyways, which are closely knit homes and hairpin bends. There is no point. It's a veritable rabbit warren of streets here. So much so I feel disoriented. I'm not sure where to begin in my hunt for Blaze. Oxhill is a big city. I could search the streets for hours at this rate. I stand there pondering. When out of the corner of my eye, I spot a young woman. She's dressed in a style of maid, with long fair hair, and there's a wicker basket, a little like my own, threaded to the crook of her arm. She must be made from a nearby household, very fancy also, but looks faint. Comes to Oxhill to get some shopping done. I don't know why she's wandering alone to jail away like this, though, rather than on the cobblestone streets. Excuse me, miss, could I have a few moments of time?
Oh, are you talking to me?
That's right, there's something I have to ask you about the time of this. Your frowns, was hair resting beneath her chin.
Well, I was supposed to be running an errand for my lady. She'd be upset if I take too long to get back. But my plans have already been scuppered. So I suppose it won't hurt too much. Did something happen?
You can say that, yeah. You haven't seen a black cat around here, have you?
Ooh, a cat.
Three blinks, then she claps her hands together and says,
Now that's a funny coincidence.
What is?
I was looking for a cat myself. A black one, just like you said. That's why I came out here. I was trying to track the poor kitty down.
Poor kitty. Frown. Part of me thinks it would be funny if Blaze could hear himself being referred to that. Right now I'm more concerned about what compelled the maid to call him that. Why do you say that? Something to happen to him, did it?
I suppose you could say that, yes. I was wondering about the market, doing my weekly shop, when I heard an awful yowling. Oh, yeah. I turned about, and I saw a group of boys tormenting a poor cat. They were raising quite a ruckus. I stepped over to tell them to stop, and the cat ran off, but the boys chased after it. I was worrying, so I went after them. I wanted to tell them to stop, but I lost sight of them. It wouldn't happen to be your cat, would it?
Well, there are a lot of cats around here. I'm trying to answer casually, I could feel my stomach singing like a sound. Did you notice anything unusual about the cat?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was only watching from a distance. But even then, I could tell he had the most striking eyes. One of them was blue, and the other was brown. I never seen a cat like that before. He looked more intelligent than your average cat, but he was so small and scrawny. In that sense, he would remind me of a little milady. She is also very short and cute. Maybe that's why I felt so compelled to lend a hand. I can't stand it when cute, small creatures get hurt. It's so unfair.
Right. But if he does, with this many testimonies such as this, the cat must have been Blaze. Black cats aren't exactly uncommon. Black cats with heterochromia, that has to be unique. I think that is Blaze.
Oh, your kitty's called Blaze? Like blaze rods from Minecraft? Like the blaze in the nether? That's such a cute name.
Blaze. Blaze.
Thanks. Though I didn't exactly figure it out myself. I'm Master, by the way, and you are.
Oh, did I not say?
The maid drops some unique curtsy as she says. That's rare.
I guess every single female character is gonna end the name Lizette. Lasagna. My name is Lizette. It's a pleasure to meet you, Aster.
Lizette, That's funny. I'm sure that's the name of Malil's former princess, the daughter of the ousted King Lamont. Tell Lizette and your father have been banished after the Demon Queen Asmodeus took power a few months ago. What the heck is happening, bro? Like, I don't care.
What is happening? What is the lore?
I don't care, bro. Like,
I don't care about the politics. I just care about the yaoi.
okay, I don't care that you know Lizette's, bro. That this is the Lizette. Okay.
Oh, this is the Lizette family. That's crazy. The amount of lore that the Lizette family have to go through is comparable to like trying to fight the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, bro. Oh, my bad. It's nice to meet you too, Miss Lizette. Do you see boys go down this alleyway then?
Yes, I'm quite sure. The boys chasing him were making quite the ruckus. You already said that before. I'm surprised I lost him so easily. I hope they're not hurting your poor kitty.
I'm getting pretty worried too. Shall we go look?
That would be a good idea, yes. Those boys look like bad news. I'm afraid they might have wicked designs on him, if you know what I mean.
Wicked designs.
I heard. Oh, damn! What sickly person is around these alleys? We should have like public healthcare or something.
He's probably named after. He's probably named after a city in North Carolina.
Yeah, so maybe I hear. I heard rumors that a few of the more unscrumptious pie shops in the area will pay up if anyone brings stray cats up. Unscrumptious pie shops. Okay.
What? But why would they? I pondered this for all of 2 seconds, however, before the penny drops.
Oh, it's coming to me now. I'm affected. Ah, indeed. Beef is expensive, so it's more profitable for these shops to source their meat from other, less reputable places. And eggs are also expensive.
Yeah, this is just how Jaden normally eats his pie, bro.
I didn't know this takes place in China.
Yeah. No, it doesn't take place in China because it's illegal. It would be legal in China.
Oh, it'd be legal. It's yeah. So we source our meat. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a cat. A confounding criminal cat.
Yeah, my confounding cat. Criminally cute. Who's criminally cute?
I heard it's a real problem actually.
Oh, yesterday Aiden told us that he was wearing his Halloween costume at school, which is the rice hat. And then and then somebody said, "Aiden, where's your Halloween costume?" That's so tough, bro.
That's so tough.
That's so tough.
So, man, Kelly, you know what I should have done when I saw you? I should have said, "Why the long face?"
Oh.
Well, Kenley, your horse mask was in my car, and then my mom was using the car, and she saw the horse mask, like, on the seat.
Oh.
And then she got scared because she thought it was... Because it looks freaking ugly.
He might. We can't find him. Oh, it spread to Ben. It spread to Ben.
No, that was Kenley still. That was Kenley still.
Oh, that was Kenley? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Let's hurry.
I'm not okay.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, were you guys just out in the rain too? So like no umbrella, no
I used Aiden's umbrella.
So Kelly, you were just out in the rain for when you guys were trick or treating. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, let's hurry, though.
Right. Does not hasten through the alleyway. Lizette's expression grimly determined. She rounds a corner, telling me she's familiar with the area. The Oxhill's street urchins tend to congregate in the old street, and I hurry along behind her. Sounds of her footsteps echo throughout the alleyway, mingling with the anxious pounding of my heart, my uneasy inhalations. Please, I pray, don't let me be late. Let Blaze be alright. Liz a few centimeters taller than I am, but I keep pace with her easily. I'm walking so quickly I'm almost jogging, my heart pounding anxiously against my ribs. Once more, we turn into the corners. These alleyways are convoluted like a nest of snakes, and then I hear a loud, anxious yell, one I'm familiar with. It must be Blaze. I hurry along, breaking into yet another run. Then soon I stumble across quite a sorry sight indeed. Blaze is there cowering in the shade of a few buildings with 3 boys set upon him. One of the boys, a red-headed with a vicious, high-pitched voice, is clutching a stick, which he's using to prod Blaze. How would you like this, huh, you little beast? This is what you get for intruding on our territory. Take this. And then he gets speed up.
Oh, how horrid!
Quite agree. If that little brat thing's willing to get away with that, he has another thing coming.
Are you gonna step in?
Yeah. I roll up my sleeves, my eyes narrowed, and say, I have a habit of telling people this, and I wouldn't want to boast, but I'm actually a very powerful wizard. I'll make this bet forget this if this is the last thing I do. I hail, squaring my shoulders and step forward.
Release your bulk and rage, Aster.
Kame, is that the S word? Yeah, that's the S word.
That is the S word. Oh, that is certainly the S word, if I do say so myself.
This is not PG-13.
Yeah,
It's
she's
not.
not.
Bro, no shit.
No.
How dare they swear in my?
I know, bro.
How dare they use inappropriate language in my yaoi game?
Exactly, bro. That just ruins all the romance and all the feelings, bro. I should at least very encourage them to stop being little S words. What are you doing to my cat, you little monsters? Leave him alone. Nani? The red-haired boy looks at me defiantly, his eyes narrowed. Who the hockey stick are you?
H-E-W.
I'm making this
Okay,
PG-13 viewing. PG-13 viewing of Yaoi. H-E-W hockey sticks. The heck?
Heck.
Dude, you remember
What
when
the heck?
kids used to say heck because they couldn't curse? They'd be like, what the hecking heck?
Yeah.
You,
Hell,
you
Leon thing.
hecker.
Oh, my bad. What the hecky?
What the hecky?
What the hecky?
Our master, I'm the most powerful wizard in Oxel. Okay.
Micah? Wait, Micah, wait.
What? Why is this one of these guys' names Micah, bro? I don't care.
What is it?
God, I don't care about their names, bro. Ike.
Mike.
Okay, bro.
Why? Micah Bell and Gus Fring? Oh,
Micah
hell no.
Parsons. Your aplomb is admirable. What the hell? AP Lom? Looking
AP
it up.
Lom. AP
Aplomb. Aplomb.
Self-confidence or
The-
assurance, especially in a demanding situation. Okay.
Is it archaic? Is it like out of date? Does it say archaic or something?
I don't know.
Aplomb.
I never hear someone that says your
I don't know.
aplomb is admirable.
The word comes from French term aplomb, which means according to the plumb line.
The plumb line?
Yeah,
What?
which is original sense of stability and straightness. It's first recorded in 1820.
I'm saying that the popularity fell off like in 1890s.
Yeah. Now let's see. I wonder what sort of frog I should turn you into. Maybe I should go down with something particularly repellent. Okay.
Oh,
What the hell?
oh, he's supporting the Nazi party. He's doing the Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
no, he's doing the Ashton.
He's doing that shit.
Yeah, bro. Why do they have a posh accent? Or not, it's not posh, but it's I forgot what you call it. I think it's like a Brexit. It's not a Brexit, but it's just not a British word. Ugh. Roadman. As I then approached Blaze, he's trembling. I bent down, scooping his thunder body against my chest and murmur. Now that was unfortunate. I've done so much running, I feel pretty tired. There's nothing compared to Blaze. He looked shaken after the encounter with those young hooligans, as well as he might be. He smelled dark barley, he's trembling against me, his eyes wide with what only can be fear. It's kind of funny in a way that Blaze should be so very intimidated by a group of regular close children, when he's a good deal bigger than they are in his human form. But he's in very much of a human right now. He still looks like a cat, which makes him vulnerable. I grabbed my teeth together, irritated on Blaze's behalf. Those kids were awful, weren't they? I wonder if he were really gonna sell you. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I thought I recognized that redhead. Micah's notorious for getting his mitts on other people's pets. He isn't very big. He's also part of the Vanderlyn gang or whatever, I guess. But
Micah.
I heard I heard a lot of stories about animals going missing around here. It's a dangerous area.
Sure sounds it. I shuddered, then pat Blaze on the head. Well, everyone, I'm glad I was able to stop them. Maybe I shouldn't be too hard on them now. Any children who want to meet a tiger cat for coins must be pitiable in their own rights. Still, I frown. I have to wonder why you always wind up in such situations like this. You weren't born in an ugly style, were you? I suppose, Billy, you might have been cursed before Charmaine took against you. But be one of those unfortunate people I ever met. Blaze mouthed at this, nudged his cheek against my chest. Just so I know to interpret it as, that's not very much. You've been dealing with many people. Naturally, I scowl. I think you do not so rude, you jerk. I've done an awful lot to help you out these last few days, you know. The least you could do is not make fun of me. Even if Suzuki's 2 leaves, there's still something to be desired. I found it. Okay, whatever, bro.
Skip the one
When
speed.
does this game get good?
When does this game get good? Skip. Oh. Do you talk to your kitty like that often, Ashton, Pratt? You must be very close.
Well, I guess we're weird friends. Why feel so abashed? Then I bumble. I guess we're pretty close.
I figured. You talk to him just like your best friends, and you seem so worried when he went missing. You must love him a lot.
Blaze cocks his head at me. His expression question.
Floating question mark?
I mean, well, flush.
Animations?
Yeah, I know, dude. I don't know. Lizette thinks that Blaze is nothing more than a cat, which why should she expect otherwise? But using the big L word feels kind of heavy. I mean, how could I, Suki Blaze? I've only known him for a couple of days. What? Sure, my heart just stopped when I realized he got missing, but that doesn't mean I love him or anything. Tsundere stuff, tsundere activity.
This
Tsundere activity. Heck, we're not even friends. I found her hopelessly abashed while Blaze observes me. He blinks slowly. I think I've heard it said that this is a feeling just affection, then reaches up and licks my cheek. I expect that, then I squawk word-faced. Yeah, what's the big idea? The other Blaze was lead to rescue, but kissing me in public is kind of, you know, about wiping the saliva off my cheek while Zed laughs.
Hey, I knew it. He really does love you. You make for an adorable pair. I'm just glad I was able to reunite you. But I'm sure you don't want me angry around. You don't want me to third party or anything, you know? I'll be on my way now. The shopping isn't gonna get itself. Clock strikes 12.
Alright, goodbye, and thank you for your help.
It's quite alright. I'm a super maid, and I'm always happy to help people. Like, yeah, super maid, like Hunter. And I'm always happy to help people in need, especially when they're as cute as you two. Goodbye.
Zed drops a neat curtsy, then turns. I watch as he walks away with the blonde pigtails bob. Watches their blonde pigtails bob and sigh. Look back at Blaze. Then pounding, I say, you need to learn how to stay put, Chewbacca. You little despairing act shaved the years off my life. You mean there's not much of my life left anyway? How tiki. I know my hair's white, but I don't look that old. I'm only 26, 7. No. The walk back to my cottage proves to be rather uneventful. In fact, I'm very grateful for giving so much to happen this morning. Once we work home, I pour myself something light to eat. Blaze gets more of a chicken and slimy, disgusting sauce he seems to like so much while I make myself a mushroom-based dish. As I eat, I read through one of the books I brought with me from the library. I'm not sure there's anything useful in the book. The contents don't seem too dissimilar from some of the tomes I possess already, but there's a chance this author might have a few tidbits of information for me to chew on I've never before considered. My attention remains at the book, unwavering, even as Blaze rubs his head against my calf. Absently, I bend out a ruffle atop his head. He licks my fingers in return, but I don't pay him more heed than that. My attention has been completely enraptured by this book. Most of the information present on this page isn't anything I didn't already know, but the author's style is rather captivating. So these academic tomes can be rather dry, but not this one. It's quite diverting, almost amusing. It's been penned in quite the chatty style, which is unusual for a book of this nature. Typically, I find register unsuitable for the subject matter. I can and will drop books if it feels like the author's trying to refine me through the pages, but this is engaging. They use a lot of interesting imagery to get their ideas across. I can't say We've already used up 3 days, so I really need to get started on my attempt to heal him as soon as possible. Posting might be as from use, but the ingredients to calling for are awfully rare. I could probably scrounge up some scorpion singers, but cockatrice feathers, manticore fangs, those are much harder to come across. They had to get their hands on so many raw materials from such dangerous beasts. Perhaps they have connections. The book wasn't written by a noble, was it? If it was, I would be wholly surprised. Most of the economics of the book I own were written by nobles. Nobles tend to be the ones who spare enough time to afford to jot down the musings about life, the universe, and everything. That, and there's some other people only people with education enough to do so. The register this book is written in isn't very highbrow, though. It makes for quite a strange contrast. But I'm busy pondering this when...
Oh, Aster! It's been so long since last our paths crossed. I trust you know what I'm here for.
Oh, I jump in with my head around. I expect any comedy this afternoon, but my expectations are soon subverted. A young woman with a lot of blonde tresses is standing in the entrance of my humble cottage, flanked on her left-hand side by a sour-faced maid. It's Angelique, and the mute maid beside her is Nanette Ninnete little sister Nanette. I rack my mind momentarily, wondering why Angelique is choosing today of all days to visit me when... I remember now. I was so focused on Blaze's Angelique's mission, it slipped my mind. She asked me to do a potion for her today, and I've completely failed to do that. Forgot about it, and now Angelique is gonna find out why I like do this. I'm not exactly close to Angelique, but I can't help but feel guilty. I've never lived clouded down like this before. It isn't like me to be so hard. What am I gonna say? Oh, I presume this is about your potion?
Well, of course it is. What other reasons would I have for coming here? This home of yours,
Well, what'd it say? She's so smooth.
is not a particular congenial setting for a pleasant chit-chat. Matters might be different, of course, if you deigned to visit me in my home. Deigned to visit me in my home in... Hold up, sorry, I just received a message. Okay, matters might be different, of course, if you deign to visit me in my home in Uxel, but you always have been so very secretive. It is quite a pity, really, that you continue to eschew my humble request to take tea with me. Damn. But no matter. Where is my potion?
Well, about that, I don't think I've ever blushed around Angelique before, but the shame about me with her face her unshakable certainty that I will in fact deliver. I don't think she needs any anatomical potion. Well, she's so fair-faced, but I can't tell her that. I don't think she had a little speech about accepting herself for who she really is will fly either. Maybe Lace could pull that out, but I only have the charisma of a wet fish. I'll only sound sincere. Angelique has told me in the past that she likes me because I'm so polite, but I'm mostly just quiet. I let her talk at me go on, but imagine I'm somewhere else, preferably in the forest, picking herbs. When it comes actually talking to people, I'm completely useless. I did my face was estimable. I don't have it.
This is what I thought. I am very grateful, naturally, for your continued... Wait. I beg your pardon? Are you joking, Master, dear? Was that supposed to be a comic because if so, I think it was in quite poor taste. Now, please give me the potion. My man's ball is later tonight, and I need to prepare. I do not have the time to waste on your silly games. There, my lady. Please calm down. How can I, Nanette? How can I, Nanette, when he is being so ludicrous? The joke is not at all funny.
My apologies, but this isn't a joke. I don't have your potion. I forgot to brew it.
What? What a nuisance.
Angelique's expression twitches. Her goes curl against the blue satin fabric of her gown. Aghast, she cries.
But how can this be? You said that you would aid me. You promised as much. I haven't paid you for the privilege. What is the meaning behind the unprofessional behavior? Please explain, for I fear I cannot understand. I have never known you to fail to fulfill one of my commissions before. Do not tell me one of your relatives has died.
No, they haven't. Though that would have been pretty good excuse. Christ be my idiotic honesty.
Then what is the reason? Surely you must have one beyond mere forgetting. I cannot believe it of you, not when you has always been so good to me.
I bet they think of me so highly, I suppose. But now I have to shatter this illusion of hers. I can't say I'm looking forward to this. But on this matter, I have to support you. I had another piece of Christian work to do, so you see. Which rather took precedent. This commission is quite a complicated one, and as it is time sensitive.
What? Oh dear.
No, it says entirely. She's anticipating a transcendental Angelique bears down upon me. Her expression thunders.
But my commission was time sensitive too, and it was very important to me. I told you that I wish to go to my men's ball. I told you. How could you have let me down, Aster? You know how important this was to me.
I did, but
You thought you would disregard my wishes regardless? Is that how little you think of me?
no, it isn't that. It's not what I think. Little I think of you. It's just
You just nothing. There can be no excuses for your behavior, Ashton. Aster. So I will not let you try. You've been perfectly decent. I've been looking forward to my man's ball for months, and you have ruined it. Oh, the humanity. You have destroyed my whole evening, and worse still, you seem not to care. Nanette was right about you. I ought to not be wasting my time on you. You really are an awful man.
what? Guess it curiously. She really has been calling me awful. Guess I won't be too surprised. The good taste on her face speaks volumes. Right, that's just it. She really does hate me. That's a little awkward. Didn't your sister, the one in the library, asked me to pass on a message to her earlier? She wanted me to tell her, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
I cannot believe that you would treat me like this. You're so cruel. Aster and Callius too. Callus. You're going to look like have a great summer.
Have a good summer.
I'm going to look like a hag at my man's ball now, and I doubt you even care. You have never cared. You always.
I'm just skipping this.
Yap. I hate you. Yap. You're a bad man, Arthur Moore. Are you?
I actually got myself lucky, I guess, that hurting insults as she did. At least I didn't curse her answer like Blaze did. Not that she could. As far as I know, Angelique would have been cursed away out of a paper bag. So much she doesn't have time. Okay. I would have felt bad regardless, even if she hadn't shut at me. But now I feel even worse. The day has been awful. I can't wait for it to end. Spent a few more hours perusing the tomb until the sun sets. The darkest film so humble on my eyes from my chair, stretching and changing my nightwear. After ensuring that Blaze is not sitting in the immediate vicinity. Then after feeling almost boneless, I slumped down at my desk anew and rest my chin against the cradle of my arms. What a day. I remember allowed to know any particular as I often do when I'm on my own. But I'm not alone, not tonight. Blaze, who's situated by my side, purrs and nuzzles slightly against my ankle. Small tokenistic gesture, but I think he means to reassure me. It's appreciated, but geez, dealing with Angelique always exhausts me, but she's even more exhausting than usual today. I shouldn't have disappointed her. No, today sucked.
Yep.
Could handle it better. I'm well aware. It's just stop nagging me, okay? I slept forward to give it this and lie there for a while. Thinking while accomplishing very little. My thoughts feel slow, so instead I'm exhausted. My eyes begin to flicker shut, and then
Clock strikes 12, and night arrives.
oh, yeah. I guess I'll rate it. He asked her. I started.
Wait, is Kenley still even here? Kenley, are you awake?
I am.
Are you coughing and dying?
My throat hurts, bro.
What the-
I start alarm, then swivel about in my chair to meet Blaze's mismatched eyes. More time must have elapsed. I feel so tired. Then I say, you really need to stop doing that. Doing what? Talking to me without any warning. I get used to you being a cat, and you go and take me by surprise. It's bad for my heart. I see. Did I startle you, Esther? Well, what do you think? I thought you're supposed to be a thief. Aren't you supposed to be good at sneaking up on people? That's so, but I remember I did get caught. Touche. If you're better at being a thief, we wouldn't be in this mess, I suppose. So, I raise an eyebrow. What do you want? It's not that I rely on anything, right? I'm just worried about you, that's all. Why? Should it be the reverse? You're the one who's been cursed, not me. Everyone deserves to be pitied as you. Big cat's pretty blind, but I think you might be stressing out about this just as much as I am. More than you're pushing yourself too hard. I humped and paused. Did I sound eerily like Angelique? I was spending too much time with her lately. Then why should you care about that, huh? It's not like we know one each other. Besides, should you be the one putting us much effort into sorting this out? You don't want to be stuck as cat for the rest of your days, do you? Well, no, but there should be any buts. How can you be so carefree about this? I don't understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd be terrified. A bit anxious, yeah. A bit. I snort. But like you said for yourself, we don't know each other all that well. You don't have any obligation to go such lengths for me. I really could get.
Yo, wait. Ben.
What?
Nate has something to say. We shall hear.
Okay.
If you are saying this, day 1 of No Nut November is officially over. If you made it through this day without nutting, I am proud of you. If you didn't, I am very disappointed. To those who survived day 1, keep going, keep pushing. Day 2 is tomorrow. Keep it up, my soldiers. I am proud of all of you. I will be posting another motivational video tomorrow. See you guys on day 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They're truly inspirational.
Yeah, I almost won, but then I heard Nate's voice, and then I lost. So. Yeah.
Every time he makes his it's like he wants us to lose, you know? Every
I
time
know,
he
bro.
speaks.
He's always trying to bait us with making those videos, dude.
Yes, yeah.
You don't get it. There's nothing to get. Just happens to be a workaholic. That's all. It's like working with potions. Let's get ahead of yourselves. You aren't that special. I'm more interested in your curse than I am in you. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Blaze laughs again, the ruffles top of my head, and it's some company overly familiar gesture which makes me scowl. Knock that off. But I don't want to hear it. It's nice and soft, and I think you deserve a bit of encouragement. She's encouraging me to do anything, though. Beyond spitting at you, I mean. You don't have much in the way of manners, do you? Neither do you, invading my personal space like that. You never even asked me if I was alright. Alright, I apologize, Your Majesty. Please throws his hand away from my head, then drops me an exaggerated bow, which makes me roll my eyes. Please, really though. Please peers at me that says, you look really tired. I don't think you've been sleeping enough. The bags under your eyes are intense. I always look tired. This is nothing new. Maybe you ought to get more sleep then. Maybe if I would, if a certain somebody insists on licking me early in the morning. My bad. Sorry about that, Esther. Don't apologize if you don't mean it. I know you're really not sorry. Hi, you know me too well. This is much to know. You're very simple. I might have turned you into a cat, but I think you're more like a dog. You mean I'm loyal and obedient? I'm loud and obnoxious and far too quick to trust. But you don't deny I have a few positives. Everybody does. I had that deranged countess from Vogue's, who was caught bathing in the blood of virgins, was wholly devoid of positive personality traits. Oh, you, Blaze pouts, though I think in genuine annoyance, there's just the side. So quickly. Naturally, one of my parents was a cactus after all. Seriously? No, not seriously. I was just joking, you numbskull. Yeah, I figured it. I can't say I want to get all up close to personal with a cactus, but I know you can tell jokes. I don't usually. I don't have the patience for them. I must be tired. I said you were. You should lie down. The fancy lady who stopped seems to have exhausted you. Is she a regular client? That's right. She's coming here on a regular basis, asking for all sorts of potions, mostly one related to her looks. And what does she want for you today, then? She has to potions without wrinkles. You can believe that? What? I admit, I'm getting a little over since this could happen. She seemed very old to me. I don't think she even had any wrinkles. She doesn't. She's a perfectly attractive young woman. Does she want to potions without those non-existent wrinkles of all things? Yeah, it's my job to speculate. I imagine young ladies have a lot of pressures on them and it looks a certain way. Angelique really does take it too far. I don't understand her at all. Well, I wonder. Blaze ponders one hand beneath his chin before he says, yeah, so you think that first one was a ruse, do you? A ruse for what? For spending time with you, of course. Commissioning potions will certainly ensure my attention, yes, but why should you do that? I can see any particular reason why Angelique Lumiere might desire my company. You can't with all your imagination. It's obvious. Make it all because she likes you. I beg your pardon? You can hear me, then spell it out. She's obsessed. That's why she keeps commissioning potions for you that she doesn't really need. Tells us to use some more time with you. She's head over heels for you. In fact, if she's up the bash and I look down on my knees. It is interesting, I suppose, but I don't like girls. But it feels right like a kindred.
Yeah, I don't like. The old adage: boys rule, girls rule.
I fail to see why Angelique would like me of all people. There's a
Hold up, guys.
still.
I'm gonna go get some milk tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Guys, I'm back. I got ramen, carbonated drink. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Kenley, you don't sound too well.
I'm not.
Check it. It's tuberculosis, probably.
I think I had like 3 water bottles in like the past hour. I'm still not okay.
Oh man. Yeah, bro. I think you have tuberculosis. You better go die on a mountain or something.
Yeah, no, but facing the sun, of course.
Yeah, facing the sun. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm withdrawn, aloof, and I have heard it said that I have an alpha personality. Why would any woman fawn over me? So you don't understand romance, do you? Romance is between a boy and a girl, not two boys. No, I do not. I have no desire to start. I have more than
It's
enough.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Adam.
I know. Well, yeah, I get that you wouldn't be interested, but I think that makes you even more appealing. I'm sure, because yourself you like fiddling around with complicated potions, right? But I fail to see how it's relevant topic at hand. It's incredibly relevant. You like a challenge when it comes to all your hocus pocus nonsense. What you refer to my life's work as hocus pocus nonsense. That's quite insulting. Even more so than this, and Angelique already nursing fond feelings for me. And some people quite like the challenge when it comes to securing a future partner. You might think it's a negative that you're aloof and kind of rude, but other people are going to see that as a plus. It makes you look more mysterious. I'm not mysterious though, I'm incredibly upfront about how I feel, often my very own judgment. It's a grudge. I know that, sure, but others don't. I bet Angelique's thinking about that cool icy exterior of yours has a sweet, sensitive center, like a tsundere. That's what she's falling for. I think it's awfully presumptuous of you to make such a claim when you have only known me for 3 days and Angelique for about 3 minutes. But even if that is the case, I don't Angelique cares for me very much now. You saw how she flaunts it off. If she did like me, which I held out, all her girl will have long since evaporated. Yeah, that is true. You just could put that one up. She looked pissed. Grace frowns and says, "You and Angelique is a member of the Lumber family?" Indeed she is. Well, I've heard of the Lumbers. They're very well for you, aren't they? They're sickeningly wealthy from what I've heard. Emily eats her meals with solid gold cutlery. If that doesn't say well off, I don't know what does. Jeez, losing a customer like that must be quite a blow. I cannot say that it would have been a positive effect on my future finances now. Yeah, I'll bet. I can't say I get it. Get what? I look at sharply, one hand resting on my hip. What are you battling about now? I was thinking about it, I guess. A lot, I guess. It's kind of weird. I know you to get along with Angelique, but I don't see why you'd help me over her. Not that she's actually paying you for the privilege. It seems a bit self-defeating. It is a lot self-defeating, but as I said earlier, there's a challenge that's why. I rather propose to age you that then I would have pointless potion to cure Angelique of imagined defects you would not surely possess. It's just more interesting and much more useful. She's prepared to make alien your old paying clients for my sake. At least smiles at me toothfully, then gives my head a little ruffle and then says, "That is really sweet of you, Aster. I'm afraid you're reading into it too much and watch your hands." I shrug Blaze off. My hair might be messy, but I don't like it. Doesn't mean I like having it mused up and say, "This isn't about you." It isn't. No, it's about your curse. Helping you provide me with more fulfillment than working at Angelique commission would. That is all. So you're saying your motives are pretty selfish? Indeed they are. I'm glad you catch on so quickly. Yeah, well, I'm not as stupid as you might look, but I don't think you're quite as heartless as you like to make out either. Think whatever you like. You don't be deluding yourself about me, though. Maybe so, but no matter what your motives are, you've done an awful lot to help me. I'm really appreciative, but really. If you were appreciative, you stop badgering me. I've had a busy day and my head is starting to hurt. I'm pressing 1 a.m. I also tend to stifle it. Getting tired. I think it might be, yeah. I know you're a genius and all, but even genius seems said I. I don't want to be turning into a zombie. Blizzard grins, flashing her mouth with surprising white teeth, and says, "Do you want me to carry you to bed?" Why do you think I would want you to do that? Well, why not? You spent most of the day carrying me around, so I figured I might as well extend the offer to you. In all sake of fairness, I'm sure I'd be strong enough. This affects his muscles was unremarkable. The part impressive, really. You're skinny as anything. I bet you would even weigh much more than a couple bags of flour. Shall we give it a go? I have to admit, the thought of being scooped up into Blaze's arms is kind of tempting, but no. I'm not gonna let myself ponder that. I'm not going there. Thank you for kindly offer, but it's unnecessary. I put myself to bed for years on my own. Without your help, I hardly think you need to start now. I'm perfectly capable of doing it myself. And I suggested you weren't. I was trying to be helpful. Yes, well, it's not helpful. I'm just fine on my own. I may be short, but I am a grown man. I appreciate my brother's without his help. That'll show him. Then curl up beneath my covers. His my settles down with spare mattress on the floor. I hear the sheets sniffling, then hear him calling to me. His voice light and lifting. Sweet dreams, Aster. Whatever. I roll my eyes. I might not be able to see Blaze's face, but I know that he's smiling. I can hear it in his voice. He's just smile with me when he's a lot. Largely I've come to expect at my expense. Excuse me. I think he likes flustering me. He's so obnoxious I have no idea why I'm going out of my way to help him as I am. Especially not to the extent of alienating Angelique. She was one of my most consistent customers. I'm a little worried about that she might come back to bite me in the behind. But I'm most worried about Angelique's displeasure and I have my own ridiculous feelings. Nobody else has drawn such extreme reactions from me. Nobody other than Blaze.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Skip. Bro, when did this game
Give me
get good?
When does this game get good?
Can't pretend to understand it, but I think it might have something to do with our kiss. Since then, I've been able to think about little else.
I need this.
My thoughts are all scrambled, as are my feelings. They run scrambled when my eyelids fall shut. My breathing evens out after several uncomfortable, awkward minutes spent tossing and turning. And at long last, I fall asleep. There we go.
Okay, well.
That's enough for today.
Yeah.
God, this game is long, dude.
I thought it would be like kind of short, but holy, feels like a.
Bro, we've spanned this game over 3 months, over 3 different months.
Hold on.
I mean, technically it's only been like 1 month, but yeah, this game isn't getting finished till like December.
Winter break, then we'll speed it up.
wait until there's like a break, then we can like finish it. Oh yo, I'm like really tired right now. I was like
Yeah,
I like
pretty tired.
fighting. I was like blacking out like mid call.